Elementary. Here are your playground expectations. Our first thing that we'll cover is if you want breakfast in the morning, you do not have to have breakfast, but if you choose to have breakfast, please go inside first to have your breakfast, finish your breakfast, and then come outside. If you do bring your food outside, we will have to put it in the garbage for you. Also, please remember we do go outside every day, so dress for the weather. Once you get outside, are to stay within the sidewalks and the tree line. Please do not cut through the garden when you're coming on out. The only time that you're permitted to be in the garden is when you're with your teacher. Also, when you do come out, please don't stop in front of the doors to adjust or put things in your backpack. Come all the way out onto the playground. You may either line up to play tetherball or please come to the back area of the playground afterwards. You know where the line is that meets. That is where you should be to meet your friends and those type things, or put things in your backpack. Students may sit in the gazebo, but please, there's no standing or jumping on the benches or railings. That also includes the side rails for the gardens. Those are not balance beams. If you would like to balance on something, there's some logs in the back that has a better area for you to climb on.
For the short rings, you have to start at one end and line up and continue moving in one direction only. Keep the rings hanging down. The rules are the same for the long rings as well. For the dragon, students are allowed to climb on the dragon. Make sure you use nice hands. For the glider, start and line up at one end, and for one turn you can go down and back. For the spider, students may climb up and down each leg, one person on a leg at a time. The students may sit on top of the leg. If a student is waiting to climb up a leg, the student on the top needs to continue moving towards the center or off of the ring. On the swings, stay seated on the swings. Students may swing forward and backward, not side to side. Stay clear of the swings when students are swinging. Do not be running through the swings or climbing up the swing structure poles.
Walls. Keep moving. Don't sit on the top. You may go up one side and go down the other. For the blue and purple structure, with the mine car, you need to stay seated while you ride on the mine car. You cannot jump on the mine car, but you may jump off of it. Make sure you don't put too many people on the car. Nobody likes to be squished. Slide rules are the same as other parts of the playground. Go down sitting on your bottom. We don't go up the slides, we go down the slides. And when you're done sliding, move out of the way so somebody doesn't bump into you. For monkey bars, start at one end, line up behind the person who is starting. Everybody moves in one direction. You may hang upside down, but you need to move if somebody else wants to go across. You may sit on top of the monkey bars, but you need to move if another person wants to cross. For the mine collar, stay off. Stairs. For the stairs, you can walk up and down the stairs. You can use the railings as a handrail, but we don't sit on the railings or slide on the railings.
All right, boys and girls, the hippo and caterpillar, you can have fun and keep all entrances and exits clear. The shuffle glider with the yellow pieces up top, you start and line up at one end and you continue moving in one direction. If a student cannot reach the gliders, you are too small, which means you cannot go on them. An adult is not going to pick you up. The colorful playground equipment here is only for kindergarten, first and second graders, as well as the preschoolers and the daycare. So if you're in 3rd through 5th grade, you are not allowed on there. The big structure over here, when you go down the slides, you need to make sure you go down on your bottoms, feet first. And remember that slides are meant to go down them and not to be climbed up. You may only crawl through the tunnel, not on top of the tunnel. And that's it. Remember, boys and girls, that what's on the ground stays on the ground. If we take a look at the soccer field, everybody's allowed to play. We need to follow the rules. The volleyball and sandbox, again, everyone's allowed to play and we need to follow the rules. We're not allowed to throw sand. Wall ball, we need to follow the rules, and again, everyone is allowed to play. The basketball court, you need to make sure you're following the basketball rules. You're not allowed to go on the road. If a ball goes on the road, you need to make sure you come and find an adult and we'll come get it for you. And the practice football field is going to be open only during your grade level recesses. So don't ask in the morning or at lunch. And it is up to the teachers at that recess. All right. For the boundaries back here behind the school, you are not allowed to go to the far end of the building, and you have to stay on the basketball court and on this side of the sidewalk that we're on.
White is for Junior Kings. Purple is for kindergarten. Blue is for first grade. Red is for second grade. Yellow is for third grade. Green is for fourth grade.